Hi class, this is Brother Calder. I wanted to put together a very quick video, just a quick orientation on the iLearn 3.0 for your online classes. For some of you, this is old hat, so you may not need to watch this at all. But for some of you, this is probably this may be the first time you're actually taking an online course, and so you may not quite know all the places to navigate to. So I just wanted to point out a couple of things here that I think will help you throughout the semester. The first thing is if you will come up here where you can see my profile picture. Some of you have not added a profile picture, and that helps me really connect with you. So if you can put your picture on, all you have to do is click on the space up there, go to profile, and then it brings you to an area here where you can change or edit, etc. To that. So that's the first thing I wanted to point out. Secondly is there's some icons up here. First is this bell, and you'll notice that it has a red dot on it. That just means that there's an alert or an update to notifications. So if you click on this, then this will take you to a screenshot of various announcements that have been put up, and you want to make sure that when you see that red dot, make sure you click on that, because when I add an announcement over here, it will send you this red dot saying, hey, there's a new announcement, which I'll get to in a moment. This is for messages. If you want to bring up, if you want to send me a message here, I actually prefer you to use my phone number, which I'll provide later, but that way I get the text message directly to my phone and I'll see it right away and can respond right away. Same thing with email. You can send me an email message this way as well, but again, I prefer text or emails to my a personal email, which just gets me right on my phone. So let me take you over here first. So when you get into your screen, you're going to see something that looks like this, but first I want you to review the announcements. On the announcements page, I will have a number of things that are loaded in here. This is from a prior semester. This was week 13's. I usually will put at least one per week, where I'll preview the week and then add a spiritual thought to it as well. But in addition, I will have additional links that will be important for you to kind of look through and make sure that you're up to speed on things. So check this often. Sometimes we have a broken link, which was the case last semester. We had a broken video link, and we also had a broken link for our sales promotion, and I provided those links in this announcement section. So if something's not working in the system, make sure you check announcements first. If you don't see it there, then contact me, and we can get what you need. And then again, I usually try to have several, not every week, but several times throughout the semester, I'll add additional information in these links that you'll want to know about and that you'll want to review. So that's the first thing I wanted to point out. Secondly, I want to take you over here to content, because content is where all of the weekly assignments are outlined. And I'm going to scroll down to a couple of lessons here. Let me go to lesson 4. I'll just pull this one up. When you get to lesson 4, it's going to pull up several pieces of dialogue here. What I want you to do is you do need to start, go to the start here and prepare, because this page will have listed this week's outcomes, the things that you should be learning this week. And then it will have the links to the various videos and PowerPoint presentations and other things that you're going to need to read through or look at or observe. Additionally, so start there. Additionally, you'll have the schedule, what's due. In this case, the HubSpot case, initial posting on that was due on due date 1. And then we've got due date 2 and due date 3. Those will correlate someplace else, and I'll have more information on that. But make sure this is where you see what assignments are due. And then you can come down to these arrows down here, and you can just click through to the next page. So once you've reviewed that and taken a look at everything, this has information on Adobe Connect. We've switched over now to Zoom, so you don't need to worry about that. And I assume that the new semesters will be we'll have that updated. Here is information about, in this particular case, the HubSpot case. So you'll go here, and here's the instructions on this. These due dates correspond to when the assignment is due for the discussion board. For discussion board, due date 1 refers to Wednesday, and due date 2 refers to Friday. So those are the dates that you need to have your first and then your second responses. I'll get to discussion boards in a moment. But here on the instructions, If you click on this, it'll take you to the HubSpot case, but these are the 4 questions that you'll need to answer afterwards, and you'll have some further information here. And again, once you get that done, then you'll move on to the next section. Excuse me. I've had a little cold this week, and so I'm trying to get that over with. Let me go back to the prior screen, which I'll just use this button to do here. And you'll notice that there is a rubric down at the bottom that says discussion board grading. Each discussion board is worth 20 points. And it works this way. If you have responded to the discussion board and you have something substantial, in this case it's outlined as 3+ sentences that are substantial, they're original, you have something good to say in there in terms of reading the case and doing it, that gets you to 14 points. And then you need to respond to at least 2 other posts from your group. Each response is worth 3 points each. If you do all that, you're going to get 20 points. Where I see people missing points on the discussion board is in 2 areas. First, most often, it's because they did not follow up to 2 other comments. And so automatically they're going to lose 6 points. And so instead of getting 20, you're going to end up with 14. And then the second area is that if those responses that they gave, or at least in their initial post, was not substantial, again, it needs to be at least 3 sentences on each of the questions being asked, and they need to be substantial, then I'll take points off for that. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So anyway, as you go through the assignments, just keep clicking through each of these tabs, and it takes you all the way through what you need to do. You'll notice, well, I'll save that for when I get to discussion boards. Okay, next is, as we go through this week's assignment, is the individual assignment. So again, here's your instructions for the individual assignment. As you click on that, you'll see what you need to do. And in this case, it was you're going to be working on a particular brand or product, and it has 3 questions that you want to ask about your brand. And then in addition to, you'll be putting together a perceptual map. So this gives you the instructions of what you need to do for that assignment. As you get to the next tab here, it has instructions of how to upload that assignment, which you can do. Oh, in this case, it was a discussion board. And as you keep clicking through, you'll get through the whole assignment here. Ponder and Prove is the quiz. You'll take the quiz. Those will open up at specific times. At any rate, you get the idea of what you need to do for your assignments. I wanted to discuss, or at least take you to the discussion boards as well. So I've just clicked up here on discussions, and this will bring up the discussions. Here's what I want to say about this. For the first week or 2, you will see everybody in the class's responses to various discussions. In the first week, you'll be doing classmate introductions. I will assign you into groups. More information on that in later posts, but I will assign you into groups. Once you're assigned into the group, I'm going to scroll down to lesson 4 again for the HubSpot case. Once you're in there, you will only see posts from individuals that are in your group. The group sizes will be from 3 to maybe 6. And so those are the only people that you'll be dealing with throughout the rest of the semester. I just wanted to clarify that. You're not going to see everybody's posts. And those are the ones that you'll be responding to. And that'll be your group that you'll be working with throughout the semester. In this case, we've got a HubSpot case. I'm going to pull this one up here just so you can kind of see what it would look like. And you'll notice that here's this person was in group 4, and she put up her information. This one, it was in group 3. And as you go into these groups, what you're going to see is their responses to the case, and then you'll see individuals that have responded to them. And these people were all in the same group. There were 4 of them. They're all in the same group, and they had pretty good dialogue in this particular case. So that's how the discussion boards work. You'll need to have your first initial post on Wednesday, your second responses by Friday, and then I grade them after that. And then just go through the rest of the tabs. I won't take you through the rest of these, but I do want you to know that when I grade things, I put comments on everything. So if you're not seeing why you got a specific grade, because you can't see the comments, contact me and we'll figure out where you can go to find those. But you should be able to see them. So when you have, so I do grade the discussion posts, and I'll put a grade on there and reasons why I graded you a certain way. Same thing with your assignments. The only place I do not put comments is in quizzes, because those are automatically graded. And so when you turn those in, it just automatically grades you, and you get your grade. On your grades, you want to click on there and just kind of follow that. You'll see where you are up to date. So at any rate, that's how you navigate and get around the links here. I just wanted to point out these specific things so that you update your profile picture. You are over here and making sure that you're checking weekly assignments, the announcements on a fairly regular basis. And then I wanted you to know where to find the content and the discussion boards. Any further questions, let me know, and we can go from there. But good luck, and I look forward to working with you throughout the semester. Thanks.